My name is Ankit Jain. I welcome you all to my channel, Tech Journey with Ankit. Today's video is going to be the special one. This video is one of the most asked video on my channel. You folks have already given lots of love to the platform event series which are available on the channel. But one of the common asks that I generally get on my platform event series video, Ankit, you have shown me how you can publish the event, how you can subscribe the event, but all the examples were on the one single org. Where we do have a scenario where we do have the two different orgs. Imagine that we do have the two different Salesforce org, how we can publish and subscribe the event in between two different orgs. And my common answer was that to do this, basically you required a MuleSoft or any other particular event bus. But again, the question that comes to me all the time, Ankit, can you please show us with one of the video how you can integrate the two different Salesforce org by using any event bus? So again, the wait is over, folks. In today's video, we will be experiencing the same, where we will have the two different orgs. One is going to be the source org and another one is going to be the target org, where we will be integrating these two orgs using the MuleSoft. Again, my knowledge about the MuleSoft is very limited, so I'm not doing much on the MuleSoft. This video is only to explain how you can integrate the two different Salesforce org with the help of MuleSoft. So without further delay, we can get started now. So in case you folks like to have one-to-one connect with me, you can do that on the top mate. If you navigate to the top mate by scanning this QR code, you will be landed upon this kind of a portal where you can download all the ebooks that I have published based on my experience. These ebooks will definitely help you to revise all the key topics from the different module like the admin. If you want to get ready for the interview prep where you want to access all the questions from the different module, again, this is the one book for you. You can also access the data cloud related knowledge as well as the LWC notes and the code base in case you guys have followed the bootcamp available on my channel. Then again, the code and the notes are also available here. Moreover, you folks can also book one-to-one call with me to discuss any queries and any challenges that you do have in your Salesforce project. Now, without further delay, we can get started with the today's agenda where we have to see how we can publish and subscribe the platform event between the two orgs. So what we're going to build today here is we will have one Salesforce org. On that Salesforce org, we will be publishing the platform event and we will do that published using the flow. Instead of flow, you folks can also use the Apex or you can also go for the API. It's one and the same thing. I have already explained in my channel how you can publish the platform event using the different medium. Similarly, we do have another org, that is another Salesforce org, where we go and subscribe the platform event. Here we will do the subscription again with the help of flow. As I said, you can do the subscription with the help of other options as well. You can do the subscription using the triggers, LWC or the flow. Here I prefer to go with the flow. But again, you cannot directly go and integrate the two different Salesforce org by using the platform event. So what we will be using here, the event bus, and the event bus that we will be using here is the MuleSoft. So this is what we have to implement today, folks. So let's go and start implementing step by step. Step number one, we will go and create the platform event, which will be responsible for the publisher. Step number two, we will go and create the platform event, which is responsible for the subscription. And then we will set up the connection in between two orgs using the MuleSoft. So I have already created two orgs here. This is going to be my source org and this is going to be my target org. You guys can see that the URL is different for both the orgs, and for the easy identification, what I have done, I have also made the colors different so that you folks will also not get confused. So in the blue org, which is my source org, I will be creating one platform event. So the scenario that I want to do here is as soon as the account record is created on one Salesforce org, I want to send that account details into the another different org. Again, you can add the multiple fields here, but what I will be doing here is I will be adding only one field. So let's say I am creating the platform event with the name of source platform event. Okay, and here I am giving the name as an events. And I'll not be publishing immediately. I'll be publishing after commit. I have already explained in my previous videos when to go for what kind of publish behavior. And here I go and click on save. So this is my first platform event that I am creating. And in that platform event, definitely you can add the multiple fields, but ideally on your platform event, you should have the very limited field using which you can go and fetch the detail. So here I am adding only one detail for now. That is the text. And here I go and put the next. That is the, here I am putting the count. Next, this is what I am adding up here, and I am giving here the length as, for example, 80, and clicking on save. So I am done with the source platform org, where I have created the platform event. And what I will be doing now, I will go and publish this platform event using the flow. So here I go and create the flow as well on my source org. Again, the type of the flow that we have to create as soon as the account has been created. So what type of flow we will go for? Again, if you already know the answer, please put it in the comment section by pausing the video. Okay, so here what I'll be doing, I'll be starting from the scratch, clicking on next. I will go here for the record triggered flow, clicking on the create button. What I have to do, as soon as the account record is created, I have to go and publish the event. So here I am clicking on, I'm selecting the object first, that is the account. As soon as the account has been created, I have to do this, and I'm going here for the action and the related record. Now, how to publish the event from the flow? To do that, you have to go and use the create record element. And here I'll take the label as publish platform event. And I'll be setting this manually and selecting the object here as the source platform event object that I have created, and that is this one. Again, I have to go and populate the fields. So here I go and put the account name, and the value that I will be using here is the from here, I will be using the name field because I have to send the account name. So I am populating that field and clicking on save. Navigating to the flow label, here I am putting the flow label as publish platform event. Okay, you can give any name to the flow, that's fine, but make sure that you guys are activating that flow so that as soon as account has been created, the event will be published. So here I go and I'm activating that flow. So my job on my source org has been done, where I have created the platform event, and also I am publishing the platform event as well. Now I'm navigating to my target org, where I will go and subscribe to the platform event. To subscribe the platform event, what I will be doing here is, in the setup menu, I am searching here again for the platform event. Clicking on the new platform event button. Here I am giving the name of the platform event as the target platform event. Okay, and here I am putting the target platform events. Here also I am putting that publish only after the commit and clicking on save. Again, we don't have to publish in our scenario. Basically, we are using this one only for the subscribe one. So here I go and create the new field for the subscription. That is the account name. Again, as I already highlighted, I don't have much knowledge about the MuleSoft. Ideally, you can have the different API names also in between the source platform event and the target platform event. But due to my limited knowledge about the MuleSoft, and I don't want to make much changes in the payload that I will be doing in the uh, MuleSoft, what I'll be doing intentionally here is I'll be keeping the same name, same API name. Okay. Again, it is not mandatory. You can have the different API names as well. But for that, then you have to write down the additional transformation logic in the MuleSoft. If you are the MuleSoft developer, definitely you guys can explore that. Here I go, click on next. I am putting the field label here as uh, account name. Putting the length again as 80 here as well, and click on save. So this is my another platform event that I have created. What I have to do in the help of this platform event, I have to go and perform the subscription. Again, folks, if you already know which type of flow will be used to subscribe the platform event, please let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, you guys can follow with me. So again, I'm creating the new flow to subscribe the platform event. And here again, I'm starting from the scratch. So whenever we have to do the subscription for the platform event, we should always go for the platform event triggered flow. This flow will automatically launch as soon as the platform event is received. Again, this is an auto launch flow, which will always runs in the background without user interaction. So here I go and clicked on create. Again, I'm selecting the platform event. As soon as the message has been received on that platform event, then we have to run the automation. So here I go and select the target platform event. What I will be doing here is I'll be navigating here, and as soon as the event has been received, again I have to go and create the account record. So navigating to the label, here I am putting create account record. I'll be creating this manually, selecting the object here as the account object because I will be creating the account record, and account name while be populating. I'll be populating this account name from my platform event. So this is my platform event, and from my platform event, I already have the field available with the name of account name. I'll be populating that platform event here. Okay, so this is my target org where I'm subscribing to the platform event. Again, I am saving this. Here I go and give the name as subscription of the platform event and clicking on save. Again, this event will or this flow will automatically run as soon as the event has been received. Again, without fail, make sure that this is also activated. So my source flow is also activated. My target flow is also activated. Now I have to work on my middleware where I have to make sure that I am connecting these two different orgs. Again, to do that, the very first thing that you folks have to do here is you have to go and create the two accounts. Basically, you have to first go and create the MuleSoft account, and you have to also download the MuleSoft platform studio. Okay, so to create the MuleSoft account, you have to click on this link. I will put both of this link in the video description. Again, you can navigate here, create the account. Once you go and create the account will be available for free to you for the next 30 days. This is the place where you can go and load your application to run. Again, in this example, I'll not be loading my application to run on the MuleSoft server, but this is the kind of a prerequisite that you have to do. This is the prerequisite because you have to also go and download the Anypoint Studio platform. What is Anypoint Studio platform? It's an again Eclipse platform using which you can go and do the configurations on the MuleSoft. It's a studio basically. So what you have to do, you have to click on this link that I will put it in the description to download the studio and click on this download studio button. Again, whenever you go and initiate this request, says it will ask you what kind of studio that you want to download. So there are different types of builders which are available here. For this demo, we require the Anypoint Studio and the Mule. Do select that. Based on your operating system, select the version and the operating system. In my scenario, it is Mac, so I'm selecting the Mac OS. Go and feed your first name, last name, your email address, followed by your company details, followed by your job title. There are many fields which are mandatory and there are few which are optional as well. For example, industry is mandatory, employee count is mandatory, and the country is also mandatory, right? So here, if I go and click on the download, I believe the job title is also mandatory. So let me go and put the job title here as well. And then you can click on the download button. Once you go and click on the download button, they generally send you one link on your email, something like this. By clicking on that link, you can go and download the application. Again, the application is a bit heavy. It is around 3+ GB of application, so definitely it will take some time to download. Again, for this video, I have already downloaded that application and already I have opened that application as well. Okay, so here I go, and I believe this application is already open. So this is how this application will look like once you go and open this application. Okay, there will be few links that are available here. You guys can ignore that link or directly click on the link which says that create your first Mule project. Okay, so how to create the Mule project? You can click on the file and then click on new and select the Mule project option. Here I will be giving the project name as the platform event demo project. You can give any name, it's completely up to you. The rest of the things I am keeping as is, and then click on the finish button. It will go and create one Mule project for me. Again, whatever I am showing, it is based on my limited knowledge of the Mule. So you might found I'm not doing something in the correct way, which can be done in a better way with the help of Mule. So I'll not suggest you guys can take this video as a Mule learning, because as I said, whatever I'll be doing, it is based on my limited knowledge of the Mule only. Okay, now here, once you go and open the project, if you navigate to the outline, this is the project that we have created. Now in that project, what you can do, you can go and drag and drop the multiple components, right? You guys can see there are many components which are available here that you guys can drag and drop on this Mule project. So the first thing that I will be doing here is I have to go and do the subscription for my platform event. So basically, as I said in this example, right? If I take you here, as I said, first whatever this is publishing, with the help of MuleSoft, I have to subscribe it, and from the MuleSoft, then again I have to go and publish it, right? So this is how we will be doing this. So again, to do that, I'm navigating back to my AnyPoint Studio. Here I'll be doing the subscription first, and this subscription is coming up from the source auth. So here I'll be taking the option as subscribe channel listener. So I'll be creating that channel listener, and here I'll be putting that. Okay, I will be doing that subscription here. Now here you have to go and do some configuration whenever you are doing the subscription. Basically, you have to go and specify the name. So here I go and put the subscribe source platform event. Okay, and during the subscription, this is the place where you have to go and also create the configuration as well. So here to create the configuration, click on the plus button, and here you have to go and enter the username and the password detail. I already have my source org username, so let me go and get my source org username from here. And here I will be putting that source org username followed by the password. The password here is this, right? Again, we don't have to enter the security token and all those stuff. After that, I am clicking on the test connection button. And if the testing is good, I believe we are good to move further. So let's wait till it is evaluating whether the configuration details that we have provided, it is okay or not. It is okay. Again, if you are in your project, you guys are using the OAuth 2.0 and all those stuff, all those advanced options are available here as well. Here also you can go with OAuth 2.0 and all those stuff. I'm keeping it simple with the username and password and clicking on OK. Sorry, this is the place where you can go and select the what kind of authentication that you want to do. Here I am going for the basic authentication and then clicking on OK. Again, the next thing that we have to do here is we have to go and select the streaming channel. Generally, the streaming channels are something that MuleSoft will take some time to fetch. So you might have to refresh this multiple times, or sometimes you have to also go and restart your AnyPoint Studio as well. Based on my experience when I was learning, it generally takes some time, but you guys can see that now I got my source platform event details here, /event. Why /event? Again, if you guys have already followed the series, you already know that all the platform event channel names starts with the /event, and this is my platform event. Right now, we received the platform event from here. But before I go and move further, I just want to show you one thing, what kind of payload that we will receive. So to do that, I am adding one console here. Okay, because if I directly do some automation, you guys will not understand what I will be doing. So what I am doing here is whatever the payload that I am receiving, I am logging that payload. Logger is the same thing that we do have in the Apex system.debug or in the JavaScript console.log. Here what we call as a logger, where whatever you want to print in the uh, log file, here you go and specify that. So what I want to print here is the payload, right? What I want to access here is the payload. So you have to click on the FX button, and then here you have to type the payload, right? Now with this minimum thing, let's go and save the changes by doing the Control S, and we will go and run the project. As of now, I'm not publishing it to the external system. First, I want to show you what all type of payload that we are getting from my source system, and then we will go and do the next part. So to run the project, you have to do the right click on the canvas and take the option of run project from here. It will take some time to run, so you have to be patient. Okay, now my MuleSoft project has been launched successfully. My local server, on my local server, this is running. So whatever the events that I will print, it will come and print here. Again, to clear the console, you do have this option, that the clear console button, so that you can directly read the message that you are getting from the channel. Again, for the testing purpose, what I will be doing here is from my source org, I will be publishing one of the platform event. Again, to publish the platform event, I have already done the automation on my source org with the help of Flow, which will automatically publish the platform event. So here I go and click on the new, and here I will be putting the test platform event 1. Okay, and here I go and clicked on save. So the platform event is published. Let's go and check on the AnyPoint Studio whether we have received the platform event or not. If you guys can see this log file says that the platform event is received. And if you scroll down, you can also see the payload as well. But if you see the complete structure of the payload, my payload starts from here, from my data. Inside my data, I do have the payload, and in my payload I do have the value that I have populated. That means the connection between my Salesforce org and my MuleSoft is established. I am getting those platform event details in my MuleSoft org. Everything, the event UUID, replay ID, everything you guys can see, it is populating here along with the source event API name. Right now, what we have to do, we have to go and subscribe that. We have to go and publish this platform event so that my target org can subscribe it. So to do that, I cannot send the payload as is, because what my target system is expecting, it is expecting only this payload. It is not expecting the other information that I do have in my payload. For example, like the data and all those stuff. So basically in the MuleSoft, whenever you have to modify your output, you generally go and use the data view or the transform message. I don't have much expertise on the data view part. So here I will be using the transform message to transform my message. So again, I am dragging and dropping, and I am putting my transform message somewhere here. Let me draw that. I am putting this before the logger so that as soon as the message will be published, my transform event will be logged, and this is the place where I will go and do some automation. So here I am removing those curly braces from my payload. What I am getting here is the complete payload, but from the payload I am interested in whatever the payload which is available in the data. So here I select the data, and after that again I am taking the option of payload. Now what I am doing, from my complete payload I am getting the selected payload. Again, this is how my modified payload will look like. Now I have to send this payload to the another system. So what I have to do, I have to go and perform the publish operation. To publish the platform event, here again you have to navigate, and here you will be taking the option as publish platform event message. Okay, so there are two things: platform event channel and the platform publish streaming channel and the publish event message. So here I'll be taking the option as publish platform event message. I'm not sure why it is not dragging and dropping. Publish. Yeah, let me go and drag and drop now here. Again, the same step that we have to do. So here I'll be putting the publish to the target platform event. Here again, I need to do the same thing. I have to go and create the target configuration here. So again, I am clicking on the plus button. I'll be giving the name here as the target config. And I'll need to go and put the username and the password for the target config. So this is where I already have the username for my target org. I'm selecting it and putting it here, taking the option of @01 and testing the connection one more time. Let's see whether it is coming up as expected or not. So my connection is successful. I'm clicking on the OK button and clicking on Okay, here. Again, we have to do the same thing. We have to wait unless and until my target platform event is selected here. Again, you can see they are already fetching it, but let me refresh it one more time so that I can have my target platform event. As I said, sometimes it does not available directly, so we might have to go and restart it as well, or sometimes it will be directly available. So you can either try to refresh the metadata multiple times from the target config, or you can also try by restarting your uh, AnyPoint Studio. In the last thing that I practice, I have to restart it only, but I'm waiting for this. Sorry, let me navigate here. My target config is already selected, right? I'm not selecting my source config. My target config is selected. So I'm expecting the platform event from my target config. I'm still trying to refresh. There is no luck. So let me go and restart the AnyPoint Studio one more time. Now the metadata has been resolved and my target platform event is coming up here. So from the drop down, I am selecting the target platform event. Another thing you guys might have already noticed when we learned the subscription of the platform event in the previous videos, or if you have already known that whenever we do the subscription, we always have the list of record, right? So whenever we are sending from the MuleSoft, we have to make sure that we are also sending here the list of records as well. So what I am doing here is to send the list of record. I am putting this payload in the form of array. What I am doing here is I am putting this payload in the form of array. So here I go and save now. I believe there should not be any errors. Yeah, there are no errors. Let's go and run this project one more time. And now we will do the testing end to end. After we publish the platform event, whether the message is going from here and then creating that particular record in my target org or not. So let's wait for the project to get start one more time. Again, what I am doing here is I am running this project on the local server, but if you are building it for the enterprise, definitely you have to host this project on your MuleSoft cloud, and then you can do the publish and the subscription part. Okay, now let's go and do this testing one last time, where we do have the two targets org. Sorry, one is the source org and another one here that we do have is the target org. When we are publishing from the source org, whether the records are getting created in the target org or not. Okay, so here I go and I will be creating the new account record. Navigating to the account. I am creating the account record here with the name of Take Journey with Ankit. Right, and here I go and click on the save button. The expectation here is the new record should also be created in my target org if everything went well. Let me check the logs if we got any error. There are no errors available in the log file. So let me navigate to my target org, navigating here to the accounts and checking whether the account has been created with that name or not. Clicking on all account, you guys can see the new account has been created with the name as the Take Journey with Ankit, right? If you check the created date and time, it is just now only that account has been created 3/8/2025, and here we are publishing the event also at the 3/8/2025 to 22 to 222. I hope you folks found this video helpful. Trust me, there is a lot of learning for me as well before I go and put this video for all of you. I hope you have liked the video. Please let me know in the comment section what you liked from this video. I know there are many things that can be do from the MuleSoft, but as I said, I don't have much expertise on the MuleSoft. That's why I was not able to show you all the use cases. But in case in your project you have the MuleSoft developer and you are trying something for the POC or for your learning purpose, definitely it's a worth try because it will give you the end-to-end understanding of the platform event as well. For the time being, and thank you. Have a good time, folks. Bye bye.